God bless you guys. This is Sean here from Faith Brings Change. I just want to come on here for you a second and just say, I know these judgments that I'm doing in this book of Harvest, I know they're pretty rough. They're pretty extreme and everything. But after this judgment, guys, and these 3 days of darkness and this stuff, it's going to be better for the people of God. They just have to know why this darkness is going down. And I have extreme compassion for people. A lot of these judgment guys, they're not there's like a controversy I can have with some of the people in the church, and there's a controversy the Lord can have. My controversy has been with the leaders that have fought, not the humble people that say to me, I'm struggling with sin and I need prayer. My controversy, my great anger has not fallen on them who have struggled with sin and need help getting out. My anger has fallen on the preachers who have told them that it's okay for them to live that way, and they know better, and some of them are in the holiness movements preaching that. That's where my anger has been and everything. But the Lord also has a controversy, and so even though I can be merciful with those people that say in the church that are struggling, he has also his own controversy, which is he's very holy and he does understand that people are struggling with sin, but at the same time he's got to show them the severity of his judgments. And so it's kind of a twofold thing. There's one, you see me in there with the anger of against the leaders who have taught the people that, and you guys have bore with me witness. When you ask for prayer, I've never cut you down. I've never said you're horrible because you struggled with this sin. I had deep compassion because I struggled with sins, and God got me over the sins of the body, and those sins of the mind attack me sometimes. Those demons are trying to attack me, in my mind, to get me off course, to overthrow my body. But the sins of the mind, those things also need to be conquered. And so that's part of why this fire is coming, to burn out, to purge out all that dross of my past, my mind, of those past sins that have troubled me, because God doesn't want just the outside of the dish clean, he wants the inside also. And I have no problem with my mind when I'm awake. It's just sometimes when I'm asleep, it goes haywire from the evil that I sowed in my past. And also another thing, you ladies who may be seeing, there's a lot of judgments against harlotry in this book. It's not that I have anything against the women, so don't get it twisted. There is a lot of very great women that have come on here, Paulette and other people. You've came on here, and the woman is actually very dignified because she represents the body of Christ. But this harlot that I'm speaking about, while it can include many women, it's mostly the harlot body of Satan, which is made up of men and women. Just like we have a bride of Christ, I'm called the bride, and we're all pieces of the bride. That's a good bride. That's a holy bride. So the woman Sharon, she's a holy bride. So you don't have to worry about it being like a sexist thing or anything like that, because the woman Sharon, she's very noble. It's just Satan has taken the bride, the woman, and twisted her into something evil. He went to Eve to deceive her because she's a weaker vessel, because it represents the people of God. They're weaker, and Jesus, he's a stronger vessel. He's like the man Adam, you could say. And the man Adam taking the fruit for his wife because he didn't want to be separated from her. Like Yeshua taking sin on his own body so he couldn't be separated from his bride. But so please just understand, guys. It's gonna be better after these judgments and things are over. It's just we have to get through these things, and God has to judge them. He has to judge them so they can know where they stand, so they can separate from that. But please make sure that you're in the light of God, guys, on that day, October 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. Really, you want to be in there. If you're not there at that point in October 27th, you'll have to be in darkness 3 days. But guys, I don't know if your light could be put out if you're in light at I would think it could still. If you're in light, say October 27th, and you have light when those 3 days of darkness happens, you'll still have to keep your lamps lit, for those next 3 days. But I'm sure if you see the darkness all around you and you're in the light, you would have enough fear of the Lord not to touch that, because knowing those locusts are out there, that they could come out, and they're not allowed to, they say about the 3 days of darkness, they're allowed to torment people, see people getting killed and that and all that. That's not going to happen. That the 3 days of darkness are in Revelation 9. Those locusts are not allowed to kill people. They're allowed to torment them. They do suffer death in their souls, but not physical death. But God put me in that darkness for a single second, and it was just terrifying. I mean, it was absolutely terrifying. It's like being soaked in a darkness that wants to murder you. You feel it's like killing you, your soul. It's murdering you. It's like, I can't describe it. It's like living. It's not like a demon, but I don't know what it is. It's like that darkness is alive. It's like itself is a creature, or itself is alive, and it's just hostile. And it was like, man, this is crazy. I don't know how it created. Did God create the darkness? Is it a living being? Is it death itself? What is it? I don't know. But I just know I couldn't take it for a single second, and I asked God to take it away, and he did. And I saw a safe spot, like a light spot. And just stay in the Lord and don't fear, and he will take care of you guys. But I'm going to do these judgments, read some more chapters pretty soon of hell, and you just stand a little, like Jesus said, just stand with me in this death a little, because Jesus took the outer darkness upon himself, on the cross. And so we need to be prepared to go through these things to purge us. And if you let them purge you in these judgments right here, and then you won't have to experience the outer darkness those 3 days. You'll have light in your vessels. And so that's why I'm giving you these things, so you can prepare for that. But I love you guys, and look for those videos pretty soon. Till next time, shalom.